Hello, friends and fellow adventurers. Welcome to the MNmaxed podcast. We want to thank you for joining us, and you do so as we continue Bloodlords. As always, we'd like to invite you to come join our Discord, where you can hang out with us and other listeners of the show. And if you'd like to throw a little financial support our way, you can check out our Patreon. And a shout out to all of those at our Lich level and above: Rock Jedi, Wolf, Blottimus Slump, Thunder Mammoth, The Trevor Project, Das Chris, Fizzgig, AC Goldner, Eric R, Oak just gonna stick right past you there, Indie Link, Tawdry Monster, Mercutio, Angel Shadow Art, Cyrendin, The Necromancer Forever, Doc Holiday, Corey, Robert T, Jason K, Dicky Lopez, Bobson Dugnet, Ricky Rope Bridge, Alex K, Doma El Laka, Frank L, Just Mike Works, Ross D, Argoon's Long Lost Elbow, Fig Tear, Zach S, Jamie H, Mr. Turtle, Sleeve, Darren, Caleb W, Pickle, Mr. Grimm, Firedown, M54 Ewas, Jameson S, Eric R, Plus 2 Vorpal Salmon of Whacking, I'm Not a Robot, George F, Leo Hart, Har, Witch Hunter, Jeremy G, Matthew M, Scott E, Progeny of Kuchu Lane, Liz Giggles, Callistria Specialty, Brandon K, Grigus Maximus, and Andrew G. Thank you all so much for your support. And now a recap of session 29. We go to meet with Tobias Highridge, a vampire. Turns out he wants us to retrieve his dead wife's ring from Sonny, Bride of the Sea, who killed her. Apparently, Sonny's underwater lair is an old Urgathoan temple converted into a temple to the demon lord Dagon. This makes Shara unhappy. After meeting with Highridge, we rest and prep. On our way to the sea, we are accosted by a group of civilians who try to talk us out of going to see Sonny. They think she'll kill us and punish them. They even offer payment. Lucan takes the money and we go do what we want. We head underwater with 8 hours of water breathing. We swim towards the temple and converse with 2 patrol guards. We fail to talk our way past them, so a fight ensues. It's some water ghouls and big ghoul crocs. As usual, Lucan takes all the damage, but the enemies are defeated. We prepare to swim a little deeper and make our way towards the temple.
You're not very far from the front of the temple. They were taking wide patrols around the temple. The temple itself, as I mentioned, is a large rectangular shape. As you get closer to it, you realize that there's more than one way to get in. Can I get a perception check from everyone?
I refuse.
Not good.
Nothing special. We can't see shit. It's really dark down here.
Okay, now I need to.
It's dark, the water.
I like the water noises. They could make me fall asleep.
Can you leave this on all night? I need something to help me.
Yeah, we'll just leave the server running. So, Kix, with a 23, you see as you're approaching, there's the marble staircase that leads up to the front entrance. There's overgrowth all over this building, but off to the right and to the left of the main entrances, you see small side entrances as well. As you were approaching the temple, you could see a portion of the temple is collapsed or ruined on the back side, just like a corner is caved in. You think that you might be able to get back there to get in, or you'd have to go check that out and swim around to it, but that's what you see.
I tell the party about the possible side entrance.
Let's head to it.
Real quick, as we're kind of approaching here, there is one more thing that I want to point out because it's just obvious. I have to point this out. There is a sunken boat that lies prow down in the western garden, which is just off to the left of the entrance. Its tattered sail sways in the current. Not a huge boat. Small, maybe, fishing boat for 2 people, perhaps.
Do we care about said boat?
I'm sure somebody has looted said boat in the past, right?
Arius will.
So you guys go up to the boat?
Sure, fuck it.
Who approaches the boat?
Yeah. Let's trigger this haunt. Let's do this.
Arius.
Arius. All right. Shara, do you go with?
Shara will go also.
Shara goes with. All right.
Not interested.
I don't want to go to creepy boat, guys.
Neither do I.
Why do you want to go to creepy boat?
I don't.
Why are we going to creepy boat?
Well, wait, you don't want to go?
Hey, Paladin, why are you going to creepy boat, champion?
Because Arius went.
Arius didn't want to go. You convinced
No,
him to go.
I never said. Arius was the first one that said he went.
You were the one who said side quest boat.
Tyler, we're there.
Yeah, I see that. As you approach the sunken boat, the garden of the fauna is growing just around this thing, and there's coral everywhere, so you completely miss it on your approach. But what you thought was a lump of discolored coral rises from within the sunken boat, and this zombie chul rises out with its claws and its squid-like face, crab-like legs, and it comes at you.
Smash it.
Initiative.
Well, okay then.
Crab people. This guy gotta cook up, dude. I bet you this guy's fucking delicious. Little butter.
I love crab so much.
He's a zombie chul.
God damn it.
Who knows how long he's been dead?
Is he mindless?
Give me a recall knowledge check and we can have that conversation, buddy.
On your turn.
Yes,
You
on
know
your
I'm
turn.
bringing
obviously.
this guy into the fight.
Oh, God.
Taking him into Sonny.
Well, I rolled a 4 and got a 4 on initiative.
God damn it. I thought it was first for once. Why?
At the top of round 1, Lucan spots it before anyone else does. The moving coral, from
Doesn't even make
30
sense.
feet away, whatever. Lucan, it's your turn.
Fuck. I guess we'll hand a movement and each move 10 fucking feet towards the dumb thing. And then the only thing I can do.
It's time. Athletics check.
Oh, athletics
Yes.
check. Okay. Yes, I suppose. From both of us, I suppose.
From anyone moving, yes. And I don't think you can
All
tandem movement because it's a swim.
Lucan gets a 21.
That's success.
Let me take a look at tandem movement. That's a good point. I don't remember.
Sounds made up.
Tandem movement, period. or-
Each use a single action to stride. Either of you that has this corresponding movement type can burrow, climb, fly, or swim.
there
You don't
Instead.
have
but you
a
don't-
swim speed though.
I don't have a speed, but it doesn't say it has a speed. It has a movement type.
But you have to have the speed in order to have the movement type, I believe.
You may be right.
Yeah, I think those two things are one and the same.
So I fucking won't tandem movement then. Sundrick will just move forward and
You guys are a bunch of jerks.
Lucan stays back and casts a Ray of Frost. No, it's just underwater combat. That's a jerk. At this thing. And attacks.
I just feel like this was a shoehorn way to make people do underwater combat.
Well,
It's like, oh, let's just make a city.
underwater for no
Does the city
reason.
exist on the map?
Sallow Shore?
Is it made up?
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure Sallow
It
Shore
does
is
make
on the
sense though that like a bunch of undead would live underwater because they don't like. Why not? They can. Like I don't hate that. And then with their single action with Act Together, Sundrinker will move an additional 10 feet forward, and that's it. So Arius, it's still like you get to go first because nothing's happened.
Arius, it's your turn.
That's not how that works, David. You know it.
Stop trying to make me feel better.
I start swinging. I was just like spinning on the 19. God damn it. I end up with a 19 overall.
No, that doesn't do it.
I said swinging, but I'm really stabbing. It's piercing. 20 to hit.
No, that won't do it either.
I attempt to intimidate it.
All right.
I glare intimidatingly. Because I'm not rolling well. And maybe I'll roll well at this. Holy shit. Nope. Okay, that's a nat 1.
Wow.
Hey, David, it's like I didn't go first.
Kicks, you go first.
Maybe I'll roll well.
Nice.
Nat one.
Go first.
You wanted to find out if it was mindless anyway.
Yeah, what kind of check do you want?
Religion.
Fucking stupid.
It's a zombie.
I don't care. Zombie seems more culty.
That's what you think.
Do I know anything with a 14?
No, you don't. You actually
Chara, tell me, can I take this thing's mind?
fail.
I attempt to move 20 feet up.
You're gonna have to give me an athletics check.
Hence the word attempt. Athletics?
Athletics.
Ooh. Can I just knock you down here? Alright, I just struggle. I just pad the water.
Shara, you go first.
I clawed Lucan to help me.
I've never seen
You're all right.
like such a string of inanity and
Oh my god. What, since last week?
that's one. That's 2 nat 1s, 3 nat 1s. Who else got a nat 1?
So
Open
many
hollow
nat
on
ones.
the attack got a
Yep.
nat 1. That's
Yeah.
3
Everyone
nat.
got a nat 1.
All 3 people that have gone so far have rolled a nat 1. Gee, that's not a good sign.
So, Shara, you wanna give it a shot?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, let's
Even it
give
out.
a
Roll
shot.
3 nat 20s.
Right.
Tell me about its mind.
What, you want me to find out if it's got a mind?
How cool would this pet be?
Fine. We'll see if I can waste my first action. 22.
22 is enough to answer the question. You're not really entirely certain what it is, but being this close to it, its movements, it's mindless. Yes.
Nice.
Yes, it's mindless. What else do you want?
I can't get any close. I'm not gonna be able to get close enough to do anything.
Get me closer.
Bring it to me.
Are you crazy? There's no way I'm gonna get this to you.
I can take and control the fist.
Yeah. Well, we'll go into Dread Marshall stance.
Do we get another question? Do I know what level it is?
Nope, just one question.
Oh, I didn't realize. It has another another thing that no greater than my bind undead. I'm assuming it's probably higher than level 3.
Fail on my Dread Marshall check. It's going well for me today. And I found out that it can only do it once a turn because it has the open trait.
Oh, fuck that one up. Lesson learned.
Third action, I raise my shield. Somebody else can go first. It can go first.
I was gonna say, I think it's going to do that at this point. It's gonna go first. So it has 2 things right in front of it, and it's going to come up out, and pieces of sand and debris are falling off of it, some wood planks and things of that nature, and it lunges out with its claws at Shara and Arius. We're gonna roll just a dice. Odds Arius, even Shara. Shara gets the first hit.
Still Shara, but okay.
Shara. Damn it.
Did I say it right? I said it right.
Shara.
Right?
Man, one of these times that maybe, I guess.
Why name your character a name but not the same name as a normal name? Why didn't you just name it after a cereal?
31 to hit.
Jesus, yes. I'll use my selfish shield.
Oh gosh, I rolled snake eyes on the D12s, but 14 damage.
Well, I'll take that. Take 10.
And for its second action, it grabs you.
I'm flat-footed anyway, so what's the difference?
Immobilized.
I want to be next to it, so...
Good point. Yeah, so does Kix. It's not really working out very well, though, is it?
I don't think I did. There's no way this thing's level 3.
After that hit. It is a zombie, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a third action. Top of round 2, Lucan.
Yeah,
It's your
with a
turn.
plus 18 to hit, it's probably not level 3.
Action 1, Sundrinker moves 10 feet closer.
I got this cool new spell.
Let me take control of you.
Action 2 and 3, this, I'm not even gonna act together and be silly. I'm just gonna action 2 boost Eidolon, and action 3 have Sundrinker attack. Slashing.
What's some drinkers plus to athletics? Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, very good. Well, pretty good. 11.
Trying to I'm trying to figure out if it's trivial. Yeah, the DC is 13. So just don't.
I will roll it.
Roll a fucking 2. But at this rate, good God.
I rolled a 1.
So Sundrinker cannot move.
All right. I try again.
Trivial. It's fine.
It's
I try again.
try again.
Action 1. Sundrinker attempts to move and fails.
Oh, God.
Action 2. Sundrinker attempts to move again. And this time does not roll a 1.
And that is a success, yes.
And gets to within 10 feet of this guy, so I will not have boost that one. And will attack.
So are the enemies flat-footed as well, or not? No, because they have a swim.
They have a swim speed.
I get a 31 to hit.
31 hits.
I will deal 16 slashing damage.
16 slashing.
Although I'm in the Marshal's aura, does that give me a +2?
No, because I failed it. I failed to go into Dread Martial stance.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Okay, so let's see if this works because the zombie Chul is weak to slashing damage.
Of course it is. It's a zombie.
It did work. It's weak
It's also
15.
a crustacean.
Woo!
So slashing.
So a crustacean should be weak to pinching damage.
Crunching. Yes.
Crunching damage.
Well, you would think so, but the crustacean, the Chul's hard outer shell is brittle, and as the vine just goes through it, chunks of meat and chitinous armor just go floating into the ocean. I suppose you don't get that second hit because you failed that first athletics check, right?
Yep.
Arius, it's your turn.
Arius sees how well a slashing just did and decides to do a slashing attack himself. Let's see if I can hit. So that's -2, right?
Correct.
26 to hit.
That hits. Oh, great sword damage. Fuck.
24 damage. Do we get the +2? No.
No.
Failed.
That turns into 39 damage.
Nice.
And more chunks of meat, rotted crab meat, flying through the ocean.
Another swing.
Just a little butter is all it needs. I'm telling you.
20 to hit.
20 misses. In that case, because you decided to slash instead of stab.
I don't really think there's anything else I really have a use of action for, so I'm just going to swing again. Crit fish.
Crit fish fails.
Fails.
After Arius kicks, it's your turn.
Can I step?
No.
Well, that's rude.
Swim.
Fine.
Swim, kick, swim.
The only ability I have that's long range. Days. Amped. I need a will save.
All right.
Wait, he's mindless. Just kidding.
Oh.
I'm not doing that.
All right, all right. I'll let you take it back because you're absolutely right.
We'll try to get closer. Can I try to do it acrobatically? Maybe? No?
No. A
Does
13
13 allow me?
is what you need. That succeeds.
I move 10 feet. We do it again.
I suppose this is kind of just a trivial check for anybody who's trained in athletics. Everyone else, well,
Is it out each movement, or am I good for the round if I want to move multiple times?
no, it's every time you want to move.
You guys are just going to drag me through the rest of this place?
A 9 doesn't do it. Need a 13.
We'll just tie a rope to Sundrinker.
That was... Oops, fuck. Alright. I'm a little closer. I'm done.
All right, then after kicks,
You guys got it.
Shara, it's your turn. You're grabbed.
Did
Okay.
you say it wrong again?
No, you said it right.
Said it right there.
Oh, shit. Oh. I don't know. We've said it so many other ways. I'm going to start calling you Paul.
Please don't.
Whatever you say, Paul.
Alright, well, we'll take a swing at this thing. A roll of 5, so that's not going to happen.
Thanks.
Fuck. Forgot to do the Dread Martial stance. I'm usually in it by now. I can't do it anymore because that's an open.
Got the open trade.
Well,
Dice on the table.
I guess we swing at it again. I ain't gonna do it either. Third action, I'm just gonna raise the shield because I ain't hitting it.
Then after Shara, that takes us over to the zombie Chul. And with its first action, it uses something called tentacle transfer,
No.
where it moves Shara from its claws to the tentacles that are drooping out of its face. And you were exposed to the creature's venom. You need to give me a fortitude save.
Okay. I'm assuming this isn't mental, so we'll just roll it. 19.
19 fails. You are now paralyzed.
Oh, damn.
Sure, I want to hear point that.
Well late.
With its its second action. Wait, no, transfer. Oh yeah, that happens because of the transfer. Second action, it uses something called mandibles. The mandibles that are around the tentacles that are pulling you into it start eating Shara. You take 10 points of piercing damage.
Your body is frozen in place. You have the flat-footed condition and can't act except to recall knowledge.
You could have figured out if it's mindless for me when you're paralyzed.
She already did that.
I already
And
did
there's
that.
no way to
I don't
communicate that to you, even if they did find
They're
out.
paralyzed.
They're paralyzed. Unless they have telepathy. Lucan, top of round 3. It's your turn.
All right, action 1. I will cast Boost Eidolon on the Sundrinker. And then with action 2, Sundrinker will attack, flashing. Reaching out. We'll get a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Excellent. Will deal 19 slashing damage.
Turning it into 34. Just chunks are floating through. It's getting gross. It's like white and green and brown.
Well, we're going to make it grosser. Action 3, Sundrinker will simply attack again. And we going to get a 27 to hit.
27 hits.
So an additional 21 slashing damage.
Smack. All right.
Not dead?
Nope, not dead.
All right.
That 21
That's
turned
my
into
turn.
36. And it's still swimming, kicking. Arius, it's your turn.
And I start swinging. 29 to hit.
29 hits.
Almost max damage.
There you go.
26 damage.
Man, that's a lot. 41 total. Still not dead.
Another swing. Fuck, 15 to hit.
That'll miss.
And crit fishing.
Get it.
Nope.
Kicks. Can you finish it off?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yep.
Got
I
this.
got this. It's done.
Can I find something piercing where I can avoid taking attack penalty with telekinetic projectile?
Yeah, absolutely. Plenty of the splinters from the ship would work.
I was hoping a splinter from his own body.
Let's do that.
I miss.
All right.
Aw.
And then I should have done that. No, I'm good.
All right. Shara, it's your turn.
Okay. Is there a way to get out of this paralyzed, or...
No, you're just paralyzed forever. Sucks to be you. What's your next character? Sheriman has went through three combats. Next.
What fucking mean?
So the tentacle transfer says the creature is exposed to the zombie Chul's paralytic venom when transferred and at the start of each of the zombie Chul's turns.
Yeah, so I actually think that it only has one stage, and it's paralyzed. So at the beginning of its turns, you're going to make a fortitude save because the poisons last around.
Okay.
Until then, I guess you are
I'm
just paralyzed. Yeah.
And I already did a recall knowledge, so I can't do that again.
So it is the Chul's turn.
Well, because I can't do anything, yes.
Specifically because you can't do anything. So go ahead and give me that fortitude save.
There's my nat one.
Yeah.
I have a fucking plus 11, but you know.
Do you have a hero point?
Yeah, but you guys are gonna kill this thing.
There's only one stage to this particular venom. You're on that stage. You can't go deeper into it.
Yeah. You guys can kill it. You'll be fine. You don't need me.
All right. On its turn, it uses the mandibles action on Shara. So this is going to just be 10 points of damage, piercing damage to Shara. And with its second action, it's going to use its claw to lunge out at Arius. And it's not necessarily trying to grab Arius, it's trying to knock Arius away. That's just a bunch of bone. And Arius does, like, this guy don't want bone. I'll get a nat 1 on that attack. That's its turn. Top of round 4. Lucan, it's your turn.
I kill it. Well, action 1, we'll do Boost Eidolon again, just because definitely need that on there. Or at least there's no reason not to. And then Sundrinker will attack a couple times. Get a 24.
24 hits.
Die. That's 11 damage.
Sundrinker can't not make this happen. The static plus the weakness does it. How does Sundrinker do anything specific here to destroy what's left of this zombie chul? While it's
Those things have been really easy to hit. I don't think I've missed with Sundrinker at all. So it's just been like lashing out, just slash, just hacking pieces of it off with Sundrinker's, what I imagine to be the shark tooth looking thorns.
right on. And all that's left is rotting chul meat and shattered piece of its crustaceous body.
It's chum, but worse.
It is worse.
All right, let's take another
Congratulations.
10 minutes to heal up before we do anything else.
You beat the zombie chul.
Darn tootin'.
My friend here isn't looking too good, and not just because she looks like a crazy revenant.
Actually, she's back to the other one right now because I
back to the other one.
I never actually got off the Dread Marshal stance.
If we can, I'll take another 10 minutes to heal up.
I searched the boat with a 26.
While everyone's healing up, Arius, you go and you take a look around the boat. You head up to where the wheel of the boat is, and you find a skeleton lashed to the boat's wheel.
Nice.
And it's wearing a ruby ring.
I detect magic. Wait, do I have detect magic? I do not detect magic. I don't know how to detect magic. I'm not that magical. I grabbed the ring. It looks sparkly. I don't give a shit about a ring. I'd throw the ring at somebody that would care.
I care.
I know Luke would want a ring, a nice shiny sparkly ring.
I'm gonna need you to bring it to me if you
hand
want.
it to them, though. I just like chuck it at you. I'm not. No.
It floats like
I'm
2
not gonna
feet
be
away.
polite about it. I'm just chucking that at you.
I get a 22 reflex save to catch it.
To catch it. Oh, yeah, he's right there. Yeah, that'll grab it. Right, as it's floating slowly to the bottom of the floor.
I detect magic.
It is not magic.
All right, well, I just pocket it.
It is our treasure.
Wait, I'm naked.
See,
I give it to...
Yeah, you don't have pockets.
I don't have pockets.
Well, I mean, you have a pocket.
Buckle.
Yeah.
just put it on.
Okay, I put it on. I just wear the ring.
Uh-oh. It's cursed. You're dead.
And you're cursed.
Whichever appendage you feel like putting it on.
It ain't gonna fit on the other one.
All right, Lucan, go ahead and give me a will save. No,
Oh,
I'm
of
just
course.
fucking with you. There's no will save. It's not actually cursed.
That's too bad.
It's in your inventory. Ruby ring. It's worth 30 gold.
The weed.
Missed
We can sell it.
opportunity to curse him, but okay.
I know, right? I know. Had y'all going too, it'd be easy. There you are. Congratulations. Nobody's bothered to search the boat because nobody
Arius
has been
did.
brave enough to
Arius did.
attack the zombie chul, but Arius.
I
Let
see.
the man
It
talk.
wasn't worth 30 gold. I regret my decision. Let's move on.
Right?
Was it worth the 30 gold? So the zombie chul was a 7th level creature. So not
Oh, so I could have taken him over.
7th. Yeah, definitely not. It had 200 hit points.
Yeah, but it just... When it's taking an extra 15 from slashing,
Every
and its
hit?
AC is really low, it's just God, it just got wrecked.
I don't think
AC
its AC
wasn't
was
that low.
It wasn't that low.
You just rolled well.
I missed
I guess I just rolled well.
constantly.
Yeah, it had a
hit
22
twice,
AC.
I think. And one was a nat 20.
I was even hitting on my second attacks.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Kix tried, is what he did.
I'll use Touch of Corruption on myself before Lucan starts to heal, and I'll refocus while he heals. Well, front door or side door?
I suppose side. Kix, you wanna hear? Sundrinker like wraps a vine around Kix. It just starts like dragging you.
Pushes me.
So this side entrance, you can see past curtains of seaweed and other ocean plants. This looks like a storage space of some kind. It's a long chamber, and it's lined with shelves, and you see many different jars in here that are sealed with wax, perhaps, something that looks like is making them waterproof. And there are many underwater plants, some large specimen jars, and some of these plants are larger than humans.
Sundrinker's friends.
And you can even see some of the jars hold dozens of tiny squirming leeches.
Tasty.
So that's what you see as you pass through the entrance. Do you continue forward?
Detect magic.
Detect magic, huh? No. No magic.
How long ago would I say these all looked like they were last used?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Nat 20, 31.
Nice. You may use that as your initiative, because as you cross the threshold to get into the room, the plants begin to stir, and they aren't just flowing in the currents. They're starting to reach out toward you, and Lucan, you're the first one to notice it. And everyone else, I'm going to need you to roll for initiative as one of the plants, a mandragora plant, right next to you there.
Mandragora.
Mandragora.
Okay.
And here's what the mandragora looks like. As it kind of like steps out of the pot that it's in.
Oh, that's gross as fuck.
It's small in size. Imagine
Why does it have a mouth?
imagine a ginger. You know, a 2-foot ginger root came to life.
The plant, not like.
I'm just thinking of a midget.
I meant like the ginger root. It's just like a small
Just think of a ginger. A really short ginger.
I meant a big ginger root. So that's the mandragora plant. And some jar has this ooze that slithers out of it at the same time. Now, while all of that is going on, the mandragora plant stepping out of its specimen jar, the ooze coming out of the jar that it was in, and the leeches are now agitated. And I have to make a little bit of a correction on myself in the leeches. It's not several jars of leeches, it's one big, like, test tube chamber filled with leeches. And it looks to be agitated. And the little leeches are hitting against the glass little bits at a time. That's what this looks like at the top of round one. But Lucan, spotting it all, start us off. Lucan, it's your turn.
All right. What's this little treasure chest on the right?
That's not supposed to be visible.
Oh, hell yeah!
Hey guys, there's a treasure chest on the right.
It's not actually a treasure chest. That's just the icon for treasure in the room. But yes.
Hey, I rolled a 31. I nat 20. I see that shit.
You absolutely see valuable things here.
All right. Action 1. Tandem movement.
Nope.
I guess. Oh, yeah, I can. That's right.
Yep.
Swimming. I hate this water.
Go buy 12 gold talisman.
No.
No.
For 1 minute at a time.
Sundrinker pulled my ass in here, so I'm like up in this shit.
Yeah, I just moved in because I was like casting detect magic. I don't know where everybody else was.
Wherever Sundrinker was, because I was...
Yeah, I was pulling you. Okay. Action 1. Fuck it. Boost Eidolon. Action 2. Sundrinker will move 10 feet up. Action 3. Sundrinker will attack the plant to the west. We're using my...
That's an ooze.
That's an ooze.
That's
the
an ooze.
Well, we'll attack the ooze. We'll go bludgeoning then. I feel like bludgeoning is more what to do with oozes. See what happens at least. Get a 25 to hit.
25 is a critical hit. That don't matter. It's an ooze.
Yeah.
It's immune to those.
24 bludgeoning damage.
24 bludgeoning. And the bludgeoning damage all goes through.
All right. My turn.
Then after Lucan, the leeches are pounding against the glass of the tube in the corner of the room. And a little crack appears. Takes us to the Mandragora. The Mandragora is right next to Lucan. It's right to the left of the entrance. And for its first action, it uses an ability called Piercing Shriek. And I need everyone that is within 30 feet to attempt a will save. And this is going to include the ooze. Unless the ooze is immune to mental. Ooze is immune to mental. So will save, everyone.
I'm looking at a critical failure.
Success. And since it automatically said it, kind of said it was, I'm assuming it's mental. If I succeed on a mental effect, I critically succeed. Due to my conceited mindset.
Interesting. It is a mental effect, and okay, that means you're unaffected. That is highly specific, but obviously works out.
What can I say? I think about myself.
You're the best, obviously.
I'm the best. The best around.
So it looks like we've got Kix and Arya succeeding with a 26 and a 31, but Lucan and Sundrinker failing with a 24, and Sundrinker critically failing with a 14.
Critically fail. We both critically fail.
Oh, that's right, because it's an AoE effect. I will let you know what happens on a critical failure to decide if you want to use your hero point. On a critical failure, you're sickened 2 and slowed 1. And as long as you remain sickened, the slowed value can't be reduced below 1. So it's nasty.
Sundrinker's will save just isn't very good, but we'll try, I guess.
It's always worth a shot.
Well, I at least switch it to a failure rather than a critical failure.
Which is sickened 2, but doesn't toss the slowed 1 into it. Sickened 2 for Lucan and for Sundrinker, and for the successes, sickened 1, which was Arius and Kix. That was its first action. For its second action, it is going to reach out one of its vines at Lucan, who's the closest target, and lash out. Gets a 25 to hit.
25, I guess, is a critical hit because of all the shit on me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. First, you're going to take 18 points of slashing damage, and then you also need to give me a fortitude save.
How is your AC that fucking low?
Sickened 2 and flat-footed to -4.
That's...
Nat 1, critical failure.
Aren't they both the
Okay.
same type? Aren't they both?
No.
No, the sickened is status. Flat-footed is circumstance. Lucan, with a critical failure, you go straight to stage 2 of the Mandragora Venom. You take 6 points of poison damage, you are confused, and you are also stupefied 1.
Okay.
Got another hero point, right?
Nope. Because I do all the RP and Tyler randomly rolls who gets a hero point.
I actually did randomly roll who got a hero point last session. You should check your character sheet.
What? No, he was just... That's not there.
Not last session, like the last hour. I just forgot to announce it.
Oh.
You did get the last hero point.
Oh, well, then I'll definitely re-roll it on that one because that's ridiculous.
That critical failure? Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. So we'll switch that to a 24, which is a success.
So that's good. You won't be dealing with the venom then.
Venom.
Venom.
So no confused and no stupefied. However, with its third action, it will grab you.
The little tuber can grab people? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, one of its roots lashes out at Lucan, wraps him up. We're about to enter the weird vine/tentacle episode of the anime. Arius, it's your turn.
We've been there the whole time.
Yes.
Okay.
Guess
We've
I'll
got
make-
Sun Drinker.
I guess I'll make an athletics check to swim on in there.
I would assume in the room we probably don't need to make the athletics check, right?
In the room, you don't need to make the check. That is correct.
Oh, so I wouldn't need to make it then, right?
No, you would because you're starting outside the room. But you made the check anyways.
Is movement like normal inside the room, or is it still restricted?
Still swimming. You just auto-succeed.
Gotcha. So I'll have to use 2 actions to move into the room then, and then third action take a swing at this thing.
The sentient root.
Miss with 18.
And that will miss. All right. Kicks. Turtle, it's your turn.
Okay. Alright, so we're dealing with a bucket of leeches, an ooze, and some type of plant.
Correct. It's quite the smorgasbord of enemies on the board right now.
Have we hit anything? We've hit the ooze.
I hit the ooze, but if I'm being perfectly honest, I didn't notice the one monster popped up right next to me.
I will just, I'll use a telekinetic projectile on the one right here. And I'll do piercing.
Piercing. All right.
Oof.
Wow.
Oof.
Nat ones abound. Third action?
Guidance on Arius. You've been guided.
Nice, thank you.
Nice. All right. After kicks, that takes us over to the ooze. An aquatic ooze. It uses its first action to finish slurping out of its container, getting down on the ground next to Sundrinker, and using its second action to lash out with a good old pseudopod. 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's going to deal you... We got to break this down. 10 bludgeoning damage and 4 acid damage. And you
Is
have...
the acid reduced?
It's resisted because you're underwater. The aquatic combat reduces acid, so you have resist 5 to acid. You actually don't take any of the acid damage, and you only take the 10 bludgeoning damage.
Gotcha.
And because it hit you, you need to give me a fortitude save.
29.
Critical success. And then third action to grab. That takes us over to Shara. It's your turn.
Well, we'll start with the Dread Marshal stance. We'll see if we can actually get this to work. I need to roll like a 7. Hey, 31. That's a critical success,
Nice.
which means,
means everyone dies.
Martial's order increases
no,
to
just-
20, right?
yeah, which is already it never got decreased back to 10. So there's really nowhere I can move and be next to this mandrake thingamajigger, right?
Not be next to it. You could attack it from where you're at, but it's going to have cover. Not that it isn't hard enough to hit things with a -2 to attack anyways.
Right. So it'd be a athletics check to try to move into the room elsewhere.
You're beyond that threshold, so you can just move as though you had succeeded an athletics check on a swim.
Alright, well, I will move into the room a little bit farther then, and still not just my third action. I don't really need to raise a shield here, but I don't know. Lucan, are you gonna move?
Grab.
No.
No? Oh, you're grabbed. I'll cast Touch of Corruption on you.
Keep Lucan alive.
Thanks. Considering I'm currently tanking 2 enemies,
Yeah,
which is really
basically,
dumb.
You're taking 2
Really
enemies
dumb.
with 1 health pool. Not a great idea.
Yes. Really didn't work out.
So, yeah, you get 18 hit points.
Then,
Nice.
after Shara, helps Lucan out a bit. And Shara's going to be your best friend after a while here, Lucan. Keeps on healing you. Speaking of
Most
Lucan,
healing done.
top of round 2. Lucan, it's your turn.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do. I will simply cast Boost Eidolon, or at least attempt to cast Boost Eidolon onto Sundrinker. I have to make a flat check of 5, I believe, to do so because I'm grabbed, which I do succeed at.
Nice.
And then Sundrinker will just fucking... Well, no, I might as well try. Another D20 to try and cast another spell. Flat check. Nat 20, I succeed the flat check.
Nice.
That's going to be Electric Arc to the ooze and the thing that's grabbing me. Reflex saves, please.
All right. Nat 20 on the die. Or the ooze got the nat 20, and the plant got a success with a 26.
Plant will take half. Plant will take 7, I guess.
My aura is up now, so everybody
Yes.
gets +2 damage.
Plus 2 on this.
So 7.
So the ooze critically succeeded, so it doesn't take that, but 7 to the Mandragora.
And then Sudden Drinker will bludgeoning attack that thing.
Get him, Sundrinker.
And we'll get a 25 to hit.
Hits.
Will deal. Rolled like crap. 12.
12. All right. Takes all of it.
Done.
All right, then after Lucan, the Brood Leech Swarm. That crack and the glass widens just a little bit more. Brood Leech Swarm is going to start making athletics checks to try to break down the glass. Gets an 18. Wow, that was not a high DC at all. That's a success. The glass containing the leech swarm shatters, and the leeches spill out of it. The leeches want blood. There's really only one source of blood in the room.
Oh no.
Kicks?
What do you mean? She's undead too. I mean, she's not undead.
It uses its 2 remaining actions.
I mean, that's correct, right? Like, she's no different than me, right?
Correct.
Sorta.
Yeah, it has blood. So it's two sources. But, you know, it gets a chance to get you all at the same time because, well, you're all in this nice, tightly packed little 2x2 square. So it encompasses, it swims all the way down to the south end of the room, encompassing Arius, Shara, Kix, and Lucan. But it doesn't have any remaining actions. Took all of that to swim down there. It's now the Mandragora's turn. So on its turn, it's going to use its first action to use something called Blood Drain. Now, I know you don't technically have any blood, Lucan, but take 6 points of damage. And how about another status effect? You're drained 1.
I have enough, thanks.
I'm good. Now that it has you where it has you, it's going to start chewing on you with its grotesque-looking mouth. 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
So you're going to take 12 points of damage from that. And it uses its last action to maintain the grab. Which takes us over to Arius. There's leeches everywhere, but it's your turn.
I stab at the leeches. No, I stab at the other thing. I stab at the thing that's grabbing Lucan.
Thank you.
That looks like a rough situation.
It is a pretty shitty situation.
That's a natural 20.
Yeah, critical, it'll do it.
Mediocre damage. 25 damage. I've done more damage on 2d12.
And what kind of...
That was piercing.
That would be +4 if you didn't include it.
I did not include the additional, so that should be 29 damage actually.
29 total. Nice.
Also, if it can, it is frightened 1.
Because of the critical hit. And it can be
Scared leeches.
scared
No, he
plant, but...
Yeah.
Oh, it's the
Mandrake.
plant, yeah.
Mandrake thing.
Mandragora. Well, that frightened condition always helps.
And then, how injured is Lucan?
I mean, not very right now. Well, about half, I guess.
You're down, what, like 30?
Essentially, yes. 30, 33.
I'll do a 2-action, 2nd level harm.
2 action, 2nd level harm on Lucan. Alright.
Thanks.
Not roll very well, but you get 24 healing.
Much appreciated.
then after Arius crits the monster, triggering Frightened One, and heals his friend, very effective round, by the way, Kicks,
Indeed.
it's your turn.
I will unleash Psyche, and then
You are currently surrounded by leeches.
I know.
I want to make sure we're all on the same page about that.
Yeah, I'll attempt the athletics first to try to move out.
You don't have to.
Yeah, inside the building you don't have to try, correct. Because the current isn't enough to be
Wouldn't
disruptive.
have hated that 17.
Yeah, sorry, dude.
I'll continue on the Mandraga. So are we still taking negatives to say like
Any attacks?
slashing or
Yeah. Except for the piercing, obviously. Yep.
So this will be, yeah. Let's try to attack the thing. 27 to hit,
A 27 hits.
and that's the additional 2 for 28.
28. Nice. Good rolls on that.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
And Kicks with a splinter of wood that's in the room loose here pierces the Mandragora through its open screaming mouth as it's biting on Lucan, and it dies.
Thank God.
Lucan, you are no longer grabbed, but you're still sick and drained. But anyways,
He shouldn't be drained anymore.
why not?
Didn't it say it went away if he got?
Oh,
any
he
healing?
received healing. You're right. Healing of any kind makes the drained go away. Thank you for checking me on that. Yep, you're no longer drained because Ari has healed you. Yay! That takes us to the Ooze, who is kind of just going ham on Sundrinker right now, so it's going to keep doing that. Has Sundrinker grabbed. It's actually going to use its first action to constrict. I need a fortitude save from Sundrinker.
I can provide one of those. Ooh, don't roll very well. Get a 16.
A 16 is a failure. Now, this is a basic fortitude save. That's what the constrict is. So you'll take all of the bludgeoning damage, 4. And it's going to try for the acid damage. Doesn't get enough to actually deal you damage because of the resistance. With its second action, it's going to just use one of its pseudopods to try to strike you. 29 to hit.
That'll hit. Oh, it's a critical hit.
Sickened and flat-footed. Yeah, your AC is in a -4 right now. So, okay, this is going to be 17 points of bludgeoning damage and 2 acid. So it was 7 acid, reduce 5, so 2. So you got 19 total damage.
Yeah.
Continues the grab for the third action, if I didn't say that already. But that's its turn. Shara, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna stride 10 feet to the north next to Sundrinker and try to help him with this ooze thing. Mostly because I did not like being inside that those leeches.
That's probably a good idea.
We will strike 28 to hit.
28 is a critical hit. Wait, is this the ooze? Oh, it's the ooze. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's the ooze. Doesn't matter. So it'll be 11 damage.
11 slashing damage.
Yes.
Okay. It only takes 6 of that damage, as the ooze that you're trying to slice through is almost rubbery. As it bounces back, it only takes 6 of that 11.
I'm assuming it's also mindless, so...
It is.
As we found out, things that trigger on critical hits could still affect it, but...
That is true.
Third action, we'll just swing at it again. Seems pretty easy to hit.
I mean, you know, ooze.
I mean, I rolled a 7 and I hit it, so...
15 hits.
15 damage.
It gets reduced down to 10.
That's my turn.
And it is near death. That ooze is just barely hanging on over there. That takes us up to the top of round 3. Lucan, it's your turn.
All right. So we're, in a swarm, and I hate it. Lucan will take their first action to move back 5 feet, and then electric arc both the swarm and the ooze. 2 actions act together. Reflex saves.
We get a nat 1 from the leech swarm and 27 from the ooze.
Excellent. So it'll be half and double, respectively, or double and half. So 16 for the blood leech swarm and 4 for the aquatic ooze.
Plus my damage.
Oh, yes.
So 5 for the ooze and 20 for the leech.
Does it double on a crit?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, 20 for the leech. Cool.
Massive hit on the leech as those arcs of electricity cascade between all the little leeches, creating almost a field of electrical energy. You took out half of its health with that.
Nice. Then Sundrinker will take their single action to act together to swing at the ooze.
Oh, gonna smack an ooze.
Bludgeoning. And we'll get a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
And we'll deal 19 damage.
19 damage is enough to splatter the aquatic goos into little orbs that float around the room, motionless and dead.
Excellent. That is my turn.
All right, then after Lucan, that takes us over to the Brood Leech Swarm. They're going to use their first action for something called Blood Draining Bites. And right now there's only one creature in its occupied space, and that's Arius. So Arius, are you immune to bleed damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you know, they're not mindless.
But they're going to try and suck blood out of a skeleton.
They're going to try to suck blood out of a skeleton. And they're going to realize
It's
it
moving.
fails, obviously. So they use their second action to go to the next closest obvious blood source, which is Kix, and use blood draining bites.
No, my blood.
Kix take 10 points of damage. Kix is going to take that 10 points of lead damage as leeches latch on to his supple red skin and begin sucking. Kix, I also need you to give me a fortitude save.
Fails.
Yeah. In fact, because you're sickened, it critically fails. You're 11.
Nice.
Very, quote, nice. Kix, you're clumsy 1, and you're already sickened 1, so I can't stack another sickened 1 on top of you. I can tell you that you have a minus 10-foot status penalty to your speed for 1 round, so if you thought you
I
weren't...
literally can't move.
I was going to say, if you thought you weren't moving anywhere before, yeah, you ain't going anywhere now. That's its turn, and it has Kix. It's a nice little snack cornered down here. Arius, it's your turn.
I guess I'll start stabbing at the spiders. Or spiders. The leech swarm. Fucking swarms. 30 to hit.
30 is a critical hit.
Oh, wow. That's a
Holy
good roll.
shit.
51 piercing damage.
51 piercing? Well, it's resistant 5 to piercing, but at that kind of damage, it doesn't really fucking matter. You finish off the Broodleech Swarm with one stabbing thrust that somehow disperses them. We won't think about it too much. They're dead now. Hold on. You still have an action, don't you?
I hated that combat.
I have 2 actions and 2 hero points.
We just finished combat.
Yeah, I still got 2 hero points, too.
Well, that's too bad.
Do something with them.
Congratulations, you've cleared out the alchemist storage area and all of the hazards therein. There's a door on the other side and it's closed.
I just have this strange suspicion that there might be some treasure over around this area.
Yeah. Let's talk about what you find in the alchemical storage space. Should you gather the alchemical supplies that are in this room, what can be used, there are 60 gold worth of alchemical supplies in here. On top of that, you find 3 alchemical items, and then you also find a book. A book that seems to be made of seal skin hide. And you can see that it's been written in, and it looks waterproof.
Somebody should figure out what those are.
What kind of check would you want on it?
For the business records, you can go up to it. You can give me a society check
I've got that, though not very good. 17?
17. Okay, you're able to figure out exactly what this thing is relatively quickly. You're not deciphering writing or anything. You're just determining that, oh, this is a business ledger, actually. There's business records that are in here, including all the information that Gishkar was looking for.
Well, fucking right.
The details of the shipments that were sent to and from Sonny Bride of the Sea, here in her business records, not listed as caviar, but clearly called out as tremor paste.
What a dumb bitch. She just wrote it down.
Right? It's like a third of what we came here for.
We did it.
Definitely going to take some time to heal. For anybody else that wants some.
Why are you always spending so much time healing it?
Oh, I also spent a couple rounds throwing up.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to want to vomit a bunch.
I didn't take any damage all fucking night.
How? 3
You
combats?
never hit me in 3 combats.
Wow. Not for lack of trying. Although, admittedly, Lucan found himself more attackable tonight than he ever has. It's mostly because he's so cute, though.
So cute indeed. Well, we've found Sonny's place of business, but no sign of her yet. What other underwater monstrosities will probably mostly attack naked Lucan? Find out next time as we continue Underwater Bloodlords. And until then, may you have many great adventures of your own.
It's your turn.